Welcome back to Old Fresh Coins World, everyone. Today we're exploring one of the most collected coins in the United States, the Washington quarter dollar. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary 25-cent coin, but hidden among billions of Washington quarters are coins worth hundreds, thousands, and in some extraordinary cases, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Whether your coin has a different date, a different mint mark, or simply appears to be in exceptional condition, it could be much more valuable than its face value. In this video, we'll cover the history, unique features, mint marks, grading, market values, rare errors, collecting tips, and why collectors around the world continue searching for these fascinating coins. We'll also discuss the role of the U.S. government, the White House, and the Federal Reserve in circulating America's coinage while clearing up common misconceptions. Stay until the end because one small detail on your quarter could completely change its value. Let's get started. First up, the 1965 Washington quarter marked an important turning point in United States coinage. Rising silver prices led the U.S. Mint to stop producing 90% silver quarters for circulation and introduce a copper-nickel-clad composition instead. Because of this historic transition, the 1965 quarter became the first circulating Washington quarter made without silver. Millions were produced for everyday use, but this date remains significant because it represents a major change in American coin history. The obverse features the famous portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. The reverse displays the majestic eagle with outstretched wings holding arrows and olive branches, symbolizing strength and peace. Most 1965 quarters do not carry a mint mark because the U.S. Mint temporarily removed mint marks from circulating coins between 1965 and 1967. That is why finding a 1965 quarter without a mint mark is completely normal. A regular 1965 Washington quarter in good circulated condition is generally worth about $0.25 to $2, while nicer uncirculated examples may sell for $100 to $150 depending on quality. Coins certified in exceptional mint state grades, especially MS67 or higher, can sell for hundreds or even several $1,000s because such high-grade examples are scarce. Some 1965 quarters become much more valuable because of rare mint errors. Collectors search for doubled dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, wrong planchet errors, broad strikes, and dramatic die cracks. These unusual varieties can increase a coin's value from a few $100s to several $1,000s. Depending on rarity, condition, and collector demand. Stories about ordinary 1965 quarters being worth hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars are often exaggerated, while spectacular error coins and the finest certified examples can sell for impressive amounts. Most circulated coins remain worth only face value or a small premium. Always verify extraordinary claims through professional grading and auction records before assuming a coin is extremely valuable. To identify a valuable example, examine the coin carefully under good lighting. Look for sharp details in Washington's hair, clear lettering, full eagle feathers, and minimal wear. Also inspect the surfaces for unusual striking errors or missing design elements. Coins with original luster and very few marks are generally more desirable than heavily worn pieces. Collectors around the world appreciate the Washington quarter series because it reflects important moments in American history. The 1965 issue is especially interesting since it marks the beginning of the clad era. Many collectors build complete sets of Washington quarters, making every date and condition important in the hobby. If you believe your coin may be special, avoid cleaning it. Cleaning can reduce a coin's collector value significantly. Instead, store it in a protective holder and consider submitting exceptional examples to a respected third-party grading service for authentication and grading. The United States financial system, including the Federal Reserve, circulates modern coinage, while collectors and dealers determine the numismatic market value. The White House represents the executive branch of the U.S. government, but collectible coin prices are established through supply, demand, rarity, condition, and auction results. Not by the White House or any bank around the world. Coin collecting continues to grow as people search for historical pieces, mint errors, and high-grade examples. The 1965 Washington quarter remains popular because it combines historical importance with the possibility of discovering valuable varieties still hiding in collections, old jars, and inherited coin albums. If you own several 1965 quarters, compare each one carefully. Even small differences in condition or striking quality can make a noticeable difference in value. Look for bright original surfaces, crisp details, and any unusual minting characteristics that set one coin apart from the others. Remember that rarity comes from more than just the date. Condition, eye appeal, certification, and mint errors often determine whether a coin sells for a few dollars or several $1,000s. Professional grading can help establish authenticity and maximize buyer confidence if you decide to sell before buying or selling a valuable Washington quarter. Research recent auction results and compare certified examples with similar grades. Taking your time and learning about grading standards can help you avoid costly mistakes and better understand the true market value of your coin. The 1965 no-mint mark Washington quarter is an important chapter in American coin history. While most examples are worth only their face value or a modest premium, rare mint errors and superb high-grade specimens can command hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Keep checking your pocket change, coin rolls, and old collections. You never know when you might discover an overlooked treasure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more fascinating stories about rare United States coins and their values. Next up, the Washington Quarter series began in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. By 1967, the United States had transitioned away from silver circulating quarters because rising silver prices made precious metal coins too expensive to produce. The 1967 quarter was therefore struck in a copper-nickel clad composition, making it one of the earliest modern clad quarters. Despite lacking silver, this coin remains historically important because it represents a major turning point in U.S. coinage. The absence of a mint mark has made many collectors curious, often leading beginners to believe every 1967 quarter is rare. In reality, rarity depends on condition, strike quality, and mint errors rather than the missing mint mark itself. One of the most attractive features of a brilliant 1967 Washington quarter is its bright luster. Coins that have remained untouched for decades may still display original mint shine, crisp details in Washington's hair, sharp lettering, and a fully detailed eagle on the reverse. Professional grading services reward these qualities with high mint state grades, and even a single-point difference can dramatically increase value. Coins graded at the very top of the scale are much scarcer than ordinary circulation pieces, making them highly desirable to advanced collectors. Current market values vary greatly depending on condition. A circulated 1967 quarter is usually worth only 25 cents. Uncirculated examples often sell for $5 to $25, while premium mint state coins can reach $100 to several $100s. Exceptional certified examples in the highest grades may sell for over $1,000, and spectacular mint error coins such as double dies, off-center strikes, or major planchet errors have realized several $1,000s. Stories claiming ordinary 1967 quarters are worth millions are generally unsupported. Unless an extraordinary authenticated error is involved, collectors carefully inspect every 1967 quarter for unusual mint errors. Valuable varieties may include off-center strikes, clipped planchets, broad strikes, double dies, die cracks, or dramatic lamination errors. These unusual mistakes occurred during the minting process and are far scarcer than normal coins. Authentication by a reputable grading service is essential because genuine major errors command strong prices, while altered coins usually have little collector value. The design of the 1967 Washington quarter reflects American history and national pride. The obverse features the dignified portrait of George Washington, symbolizing leadership and democracy. The reverse displays the majestic eagle with spread wings, representing strength, freedom, and the enduring spirit of the United States. Around the coin appear inscriptions including Liberty, In God We Trust, and United States of America, each emphasizing the nation's values and traditions. Many collectors wonder why there is no mint mark. The answer lies in U.S. mint policy during the nationwide coin shortage of the mid-1960s. Officials believed removing mint marks would reduce collector demand and help keep coins circulating. As a result, every regular 1967 quarter was produced without a mint mark regardless of the mint facility. This historical decision makes the coin an interesting chapter in American numismatic history. Even though the missing mint mark alone does not make it rare, the financial world also plays an indirect role in coin collecting. Although people sometimes mention the State Bank of America, the central institution connected with U.S. currency is the Federal Reserve System, while coins are produced by the United States Mint. Rare coins may eventually pass through banks, estate collections, dealers, auctions, and private collectors before reaching the numismatic market, where values are determined by rarity, condition, and collector demand. The White House has long been associated with American history, leadership, and the nation's currency. Every Washington quarter honors the country's first president, connecting the coin to the early foundations of the United States. Although the White House does not determine coin values, its symbolic importance reinforces the patriotic appeal of the Washington quarter. making it one of the most recognized coins in American history. Interest in the 1967 Washington quarter extends far beyond the United States. Collectors from Europe, Asia, Australia, and many other regions actively seek high-grade American coins for their collections. International auctions and online marketplaces have made it easier than ever for collectors worldwide to buy, sell, and study these historic pieces. Because of this global demand, premium quality examples continue to attract attention whenever they appear on the market. If you believe you have a valuable 1967 quarter, examine it carefully under good lighting. Look for original mint luster, strong details, unusual errors, and minimal wear. Never clean the coin, as cleaning often reduces collector value. Store it in a protective holder and consider professional grading if you suspect it is a rare high-grade or error specimen. Proper preservation can make a significant difference in long-term value. One reason collectors enjoy searching through pocket change is the excitement of discovering overlooked treasures. While finding a multi-million-dollar coin is extraordinarily unlikely, locating a premium condition quarter or a genuine mint error is still possible. Every coin tells a story about American history, commerce, and everyday life. Making the hunt enjoyable whether the reward is educational or financial, the legacy of the 1967 Washington quarter continues because it represents an important transition in United States coinage. It bridges the era between silver circulating coins and modern clad coinage, reminding collectors of changing economic conditions and advances in minting technology. This historical significance ensures the coin will remain a popular choice for collectors well into the future. Before purchasing or selling a valuable 1967 quarter, compare recent auction prices, verify authenticity, and consult trusted coin dealers or professional grading services. Certified examples generally attract stronger buyer confidence than uncertified coins. Patience, research, and careful evaluation are essential for making informed collecting decisions and avoiding unrealistic price expectations. The 1967 Washington quarter may appear to be an ordinary coin, but its history, beautiful design, no mint mark story, and potential for rare mint errors make it one of the most interesting modern American quarters to collect. Most examples are worth modest amounts, while exceptional high-grade or major error coins can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let us know in the comments whether you've ever found a 1967 Washington quarter in brilliant condition. You might be holding a fascinating piece of American history. Next up, the 1970 Washington quarter was struck at the Denver Mint and bears the small D mint mark on the reverse beneath the eagle. Designed by John Flanagan, the obverse features the portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States, while the reverse displays the iconic heraldic eagle. The coin is made of a copper-nickel clad composition introduced after the removal of silver from circulating quarters in 1965. Even though it contains no silver, collectors eagerly seek superb examples because they represent an important era in modern American coinage. The quality of preservation plays a major role in determining value, especially coins with original mint luster and no signs of circulation. The history of the Washington quarter dates back to 1932, when it was introduced to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1970, the series had become one of the most widely used coins in everyday commerce throughout the United States. During this period, America experienced significant economic growth, technological advancement, and social change. These quarters circulated through banks, businesses, and households, becoming an important part of daily life. Today, they remind collectors of an era that shaped modern American history. Many people believe every old quarter is worth thousands or even millions of dollars, but that is not the case. Most circulated 1970 Washington quarters are generally worth only face value or a modest premium. However, coins in mint state grades, especially MS66, MS67 or higher, can sell for hundreds or even several $1,000s at auction. Exceptional certified examples with extraordinary eye appeal are the coins that attract competitive bidding among collectors. Claims that ordinary 1970 quarters are worth millions should always be verified through reputable auction records and professional grading. One reason collectors become excited about the 1970 Washington quarter is the possibility of rare mint errors. Valuable errors may include off-center strikes, double strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, cut errors, and dramatic die breaks. Certain error coins have sold for hundreds or thousands of dollars depending on rarity and condition. Always examine your coin carefully under magnification before spending it, because unusual minting mistakes can dramatically increase collector demand. Condition is everything in coin collecting. A brilliant, original 1970D quarter with sharp details, strong luster, and minimal contact marks is much more valuable than a heavily worn example. Professional grading services evaluate factors such as strike quality, surface preservation, luster, and eye appeal before assigning a numerical grade. Higher grades often result in exponentially higher values, especially when only a small number of coins exist at that level. Today's coin market is global. Collectors from North America, Europe, Asia, Australia, and many other regions actively buy and sell U.S. coins through auctions and online marketplaces. The Washington Quarter Series enjoys worldwide popularity because of its historical importance and the global recognition of George Washington. International demand has helped increase prices for scarce, high-grade certified examples over the years. Many viewers ask whether the State Bank of America has anything to do with determining a coin's value. In reality, there is no institution officially called the State Bank of America that sets collectible coin prices. Coin values are determined by supply, demand, condition, rarity, auction results, and collector interest. Commercial banks generally exchange coins at face value rather than assigning collectible premiums. Professional dealers and auction houses establish market values through actual sales. The White House symbolizes the presidency of the United States, and George Washington remains one of America's most respected founding leaders, even though he never lived in the White House because it was completed after his presidency. His portrait on the Washington Quarter honors his leadership and lasting influence on the nation. This connection gives the coin historical significance far beyond its monetary value and makes it one of the most recognizable American coins ever produced. Current market values for the 1970D Washington Quarter vary widely. A circulated coin may be worth around its face value or slightly more. Attractive uncirculated examples often sell for several dollars to several dozen dollars. Certified mint state coins in very high grades can bring hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their certification, eye appeal, and auction demand. Rare mint errors may also achieve substantial prices. However, ordinary examples are not worth millions simply because they are old. If you believe you have a special 1970D quarter, begin by inspecting the mint mark, checking for unusual errors, and preserving the coin properly. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning usually reduces collector value. Store it in a protective holder and compare it with certified examples. If it appears exceptional, consider having it authenticated and professionally graded before offering it for sale. Building a collection of Washington quarters can be both educational and rewarding. Many collectors enjoy assembling complete day-10 mint mark sets, while others focus on high-grade certified coins or dramatic mint errors. Studying mintages, die varieties, and grading standards helps collectors make informed purchasing decisions and avoid costly mistakes. Patience and knowledge are often more valuable than luck. The story of the 1970D Washington Quarter demonstrates how an ordinary circulating coin can become an object of fascination decades later. Millions were produced, yet only a tiny percentage survive in superb condition. Those exceptional survivors are the coins that achieve premium prices and receive attention from serious collectors at major auctions. Every coin tells a story of America's economy, commerce, and everyday life during its time in circulation. Before selling any valuable coin, research recent auction prices, consult reputable coin dealers, and verify authenticity. Be cautious of exaggerated claims on social media suggesting every 1970D quarter is worth millions. Genuine rarities do exist, but value depends on documented rarity, certified condition, and collector demand. Education is the collector's greatest investment. This in-depth look at the 1970D Washington Quarter. If you enjoyed learning about its history, unique features, potential market value, mint errors, and collecting tips, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video with fellow coin enthusiasts around the world. Check your pocket change carefully. You never know when you might discover a beautiful high-grade Washington Quarter or an exciting mint error that could be worth far more than 25 cents. Happy collecting, and we'll see you in the next coin adventure. Next up, the Washington Quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of America's first president, George Washington. By 1973, the United States economy was changing rapidly. Inflation was rising, and Americans used quarters every day for shopping, vending machines, and transportation. The 1973 no-mint mark quarter continued this long tradition, carrying the familiar portrait of George Washington on the front and the American eagle on the reverse. Although millions were produced, collectors know that condition makes an enormous difference. Coins preserved without wear are far scarcer than ordinary circulated examples. One of the easiest ways to identify your coin is by checking for a mint mark. A 1973 quarter with no mint mark was produced in Philadelphia. Coins with a D came from Denver, while those with an S were struck in San Francisco for proof sets. Your fine-condition Philadelphia coin shows moderate wear but still has clear lettering, strong details on Washington's hair, and visible feathers on the eagle. These details help collectors estimate the grade and determine value. The coin is composed of a copper core covered with layers of copper nickel, weighs approximately 5.67 grams, measures 24.3 millimeters across, and features a reeded edge. The obverse displays George Washington facing left with the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1973. The reverse features a heraldic eagle with spread wings holding arrows and olive branches. This classic design remained one of America's most recognized coins for decades. Collectors always ask the biggest question: how much is my 1973 quarter worth today? A typical 1973 no-mint mark Washington quarter in fine circulated condition is generally worth about $0.25 to around $2, depending on eye appeal and collector demand. Extremely nice uncirculated examples can sell for $10 to over $100, while certified gems may reach several $100s. Exceptional error coins or extraordinarily preserved examples can sell for much more, but these are rare. Many videos mention values of thousands or even $10,000s of dollars. While exciting, those prices apply only to extremely rare error coins, unique mint mistakes, or extraordinary auction pieces, not ordinary circulated 1973 quarters. Always verify claims with reputable coin grading services and recent auction records before assuming a coin is extremely valuable. Careful research can save both disappointment and costly mistakes. Several rare mint errors can increase the value of a 1973 quarter dramatically. Collectors search for doubled dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, broad strikes, wrong planchet errors, and dramatic die cracks. When such errors are genuine and professionally authenticated, they may sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The larger and more dramatic the mint error, the stronger the collector demand tends to be. Condition remains the single most important factor in determining value. A fine-condition coin has visible wear, but an uncirculated coin that still displays original mint luster is much scarcer. Professional grading services carefully inspect the strike, luster, surface preservation, and eye appeal before assigning a grade. Higher grades generally command significantly higher prices in today's collector market. Although the quarter itself was not issued by a bank, it circulated through banks across America. The Federal Reserve distributed newly minted quarters to commercial banks, which then supplied businesses and the public. Some people mistakenly refer to the State Bank of America, but the United States currency system is managed through the Federal Reserve and commercial banking institutions rather than a single state bank. The White House represents the office of the President of the United States, and the Washington quarter honors the nation's first president. George Washington's leadership helped establish the foundations of the American government. Every time someone spends or collects this quarter, they are holding a small piece of American history connected to the country's earliest leadership and democratic traditions. Collectors around the world enjoy Washington quarters because they combine historical significance with affordability. Many beginners start by collecting one coin from each year, while experienced numismatists search for high-grade examples, proof coins, and rare mint errors. The worldwide popularity of American coins has helped maintain steady collector interest for decades. If you think you have a valuable 1973 quarter, avoid cleaning it. Cleaning can permanently damage the surface and reduce collector value. Store the coin in a protective holder, examine it under good lighting, compare it with trusted reference images, and consider professional grading if you suspect it has a rare error or unusually high quality. Proper storage preserves both beauty and potential value. Some of the highest auction prices for Washington quarters involve spectacular mint state coins or extraordinary mint errors. These are the exceptions rather than the rule. While stories of coins selling for thousands of dollars capture attention, most 1973 quarters remain affordable collectibles. Patience, careful examination, and knowledge are the collector's greatest tools. Searching through pocket change, old coin jars, inherited collections, and bank rolls can still be an exciting adventure. Every collector dreams of discovering a hidden rarity. While finding $1 million coin is extraordinarily unlikely, locating a scarce error or premium-grade example is possible and continues to motivate collectors across the globe. The 1973 Washington quarter with no mint mark is a fascinating reminder of American history and everyday commerce. In fine condition, it is usually worth only a modest premium over face value, but rare errors and exceptional uncirculated examples can be worth much more. Keep learning, study your coins carefully, never clean them, and always verify extraordinary value claims through trusted experts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more videos about rare United States coins, hidden treasures, and amazing collecting discoveries. Next up, the Washington Quarter series began in 1932 to honor George Washington on the 200th anniversary of his birth. By 1978, the coin had become one of the most widely used denominations in American commerce. Millions of 1978 quarters circulated through banks, stores, and businesses every day. The no mint mark version was produced in Philadelphia, where mint marks were not placed on quarters at that time. While hundreds of millions were struck, only the finest preserved examples and unusual error coins attract serious collector interest today. A 1978 Washington quarter in uncirculated condition still displays brilliant luster, sharp details, and little to no wear. Collectors carefully inspect the eagle on the reverse, Washington's hair, and the high points of the design for any signs of circulation. Coins certified in exceptionally high grades by professional grading services are much scarcer than ordinary uncirculated pieces. Those premium examples can command significantly higher prices. Because so few survive in nearly perfect condition, the standard 1978 no mint mark quarter is composed of a copper core with outer layers of copper-nickel-clad metal. It weighs approximately 5.67 grams and measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter. On the front appears George Washington with the words Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1978. The reverse features a heraldic eagle holding arrows and olive branches, symbolizing both military strength and peace. These design elements make the Washington Quarter one of America's most recognizable coins. Many online videos claim that every 1978 quarter is worth thousands or even millions of dollars. In reality, most 1978 no mint mark quarters are worth only face value if circulated. Attractive uncirculated examples usually sell for a few dollars, while certified gems may sell for tens or hundreds of dollars. Only extremely rare error coins or top population certified examples have the potential to reach much higher auction prices. Claims of ordinary coins being worth millions are generally unsupported. Collectors pay close attention to valuable mint errors. A 1978 quarter with a dramatic off-center strike, double strike, broad strike, major die crack, wrong planchet, or significant double die variety can become highly desirable. These genuine mint mistakes are uncommon because quality control at the United States Mint removed most effective coins before they entered circulation. Authentic errors should always be verified by a respected grading service before assigning a high value. Current market values vary greatly depending on condition. A circulated 1978 no mint mark quarter generally remains worth 25 cents. Typical uncirculated coins often trade for around $1 to $10, while superb certified mint state examples can sell for hundreds of dollars. Exceptional error coins may reach thousands of dollars if they are dramatic, authentic, and in outstanding condition. The exact value always depends on rarity, grade, eye appeal, and collector demand. The 1978 quarter reflects an important period in American history. During the late 1970s, the United States economy experienced inflation and changing financial conditions. Coins like this one passed through countless hands as Americans bought groceries, gasoline, and everyday necessities. Although the quarter itself has a face value of only 25 cents, it represents a small but essential part of the nation's monetary system. In daily commerce, some people mistakenly refer to the State Bank of America when discussing U.S. coins. In reality, there is no institution by that name issuing American coins. United States circulating coins are produced by the United States Mint, while the nation's central banking system is the Federal Reserve System. Commercial banks, including Bank of America, distribute coins through the banking system, but do not manufacture them. The White House has long been associated with the nation's executive leadership, while U.S. coins celebrate the country's history and values. Featuring George Washington on the quarter reminds Americans of the nation's founding principles. Every Washington quarter serves as a miniature historical artifact that connects everyday transactions with the country's heritage. Collectors worldwide appreciate Washington quarters because they are affordable, historically significant, and available in many different dates, mint marks, and varieties. Enthusiasts in North America, Europe, Asia, and beyond build complete collections while searching for scarce high-grade examples and dramatic mint errors. The global coin market continues to grow as more collectors participate through auctions and online marketplaces. If you own a 1978 no mint mark quarter, inspect it carefully before assuming it is valuable. Check for strong original luster, crisp details, unusual striking errors, and any signs of cleaning or damage. Never polish the coin, as cleaning usually reduces collector value. Consider having potentially valuable examples authenticated and graded by a professional service. If you believe they may be exceptional, one reason collectors become excited about certain quarters is population rarity. Although millions of 1978 quarters were minted, only a tiny percentage survive in nearly flawless mint state grades. Registry set collectors compete for the very finest certified examples, sometimes pushing auction prices much higher than those of ordinary uncirculated coins. Quality, rather than age alone, often determines value. The biggest lesson for every collector is to separate verified facts from internet myths. A normal 1978 no-mint mark quarter is not automatically worth thousands or $800s of dollars. However, a certified top-grade specimen or a genuine major mint error can be worth substantially more than face value. Knowledge, careful inspection, and professional authentication are the keys to identifying truly valuable coins. If you enjoyed learning about the 1978 Washington quarter with no mint mark, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video with fellow coin collectors. Remember that every coin tells a story, and even an ordinary quarter could become a treasured collectible if it has exceptional quality or a rare mint error. Keep searching through your change, continue learning about American coin history, and you may one day discover an exciting addition to your collection. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy rare coin discoveries, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video for more valuable coin stories and collecting tips.